Okay, so the first one is use silence to create uncertainty in his mind. That's the first thing you do, right? When he doesn't know where he stands, when he doesn't know how you feel about him, he'll think about you way more than if you actually told him exactly how you felt, if you actually told him exactly where he stands in his mind. That's why when you first get into meet people, initially, don't show exactly how you feel about them. In fact, strategically, try to throw them off. Strategically, try to withhold how you feel because they're just going to think about you more. If you don't do this, then you're just not thinking strategically. You want the results that come from strategy without the actual strategy. That's not how that works. To get the results that comes from strategy, which is what is that? Well, hitting above your league. When you literally hit above your league, when you literally turn around a situation that you have no business turning around. When you're able to do that, all of a sudden you'll notice that these strategies are worth the time and effort, right? So create silence. Don't let them know how you feel, right? Don't let them know what's in your mind every now and then. Because what it does is that it just gives you aura. When people are wondering about where they stand, there's something about you that you just have this like aura about you, a sense of confidence, a charisma that comes from doing nothing, from saying nothing. Why? Because most women, when they like someone, they go way too far. They tell them exactly what's going on. They tell them exactly what they want. And what it does is that it creates needy, creepy energy that pushes the guys that you want away from you. That's the first thing. Right. And that's why sometimes it's when you watch my videos, a lot of the time, some women will watch my videos only to do the things that they want to do. Right? They'll watch it with confirmation bias, meaning you feel anxious because you can't stay silent. You feel anxious because you can't pull away. And so what you will do is that you will listen to what I say and you'll twist what I'll say in order for you to express and release the needy, creepy energy. That's the problem. Is that you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not. It's because there's emotions in your heart that are more that have compulsions that literally tell you to do the opposite of what my videos say. All right. So that's why you have to trust this. When you like someone, just learn how to use silence more than words to seduce them, to change their minds, to get them to chase. And if they don't respond to your silence, they're not for you. That's why I tell people, book a phone call with me. Like booking a phone call will save you so much time and effort because you don't have to guess whether or not you're doing the right thing. You don't have to guess because most likely your insecure, needy, creepy mind will tell you to do the opposite of what my videos say, right? So learn to use silence and uncertainty because it'll cause them to think about you more. And if you don't, well, just book a phone call with Father Alex. Let's continue with the video. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there's a free gift from me to you on the description down below. It's a free audiobook, an ebook about how to get a guy to chase. The audiobook is a audiobook that I wrote. It's not an AI. So if you guys want to get access to it without having to go to Amazon and pay for it, just click on the description down below and take that as a free gift from Father Alex. You're going to learn the how to code formula, how to trigger pursuit, the number one mistakes that kills attraction, how to keep him emotionally invested, and much more. And you get that all for free, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's continue with the video, man. So the next thing is this, is that pull back after showing interest. This is beautiful. All right. This is honestly beautiful because it confuses them. The contrast between your warmth and your distance makes them crave for your attention, especially if the pullback comes with momentary silences. It doesn't mean that you pull back for like a week. It could just mean that you show interest through responding fast, and then all of a sudden you take a long time to respond. Those things get inside a guy's mind. Those things messes with a guy's mind in a way that benefits you in the long run. Again, if you're not able to do this, it means you got to learn how to control your emotions. And this is why I tell you guys, practice some form of meditation. Pray if you struggle with your emotions, because sometimes insecurity a lot of the times comes from a lack of connection with a higher power. Anxiety, a lot of the times, comes from a lack of connection with a higher power. You reconnect with that higher power, and you'll notice that these strategies become much more easier to implement. The next thing is that be unpredictable with your responses, right? So, being unpredictable, intermittent silence triggers dopamine and keeps them addicted to your validation, right? And again, you could do this even in healthy relationships. And again, it's all about creating moments of consistency and then inconsistency, and then back to consistency. That's all you got to do. It's all maintenance. You don't have to go full Terminator mode and go cold as balls on that guy. No, just use silence every now and then. Take a whole day to respond and make sure to apologize. Say, my fault. I didn't mean to respond. I got busy. Why? Because if you don't apologize, they might retaliate. They might go cold on you as a way to get back at you. But if you apologize and you seem like you didn't want to, and you seem like you actually felt bad, they actually respond to you more without having to retaliate and be cold. Because the big issue is that a lot of women apply these strategies and then they get retaliation from the guy. And now the game starts and it gets really toxic. Next one, stay calm and composed when he reaches out. Your restraint signals power and makes them want to earn your attention, right? So even when he messages you after maybe he pulled away or maybe he took a long time to respond, don't respond fast. Take your time, stay relaxed, because a lot of the times it shows that you were anxious in your response time. And this is the thing, man. You may not, when you're in needy, creepy mode, a lot of the times you act like you're not needy. A lot of the times you tell yourself, I'm not needy, when in reality you are. You tell yourself, you're not breaking my rules, when in reality you are. Why? Because if you acknowledge that you were doing the wrong thing, then that means you're not going to be able to release that tension. So that's why, even when they take a long time, even when they return after being cold, even after you suffering in their absence, you gotta show like it didn't hurt you. Or show them through your daily behavior that you're able to feel pain and recover. You're able to feel sadness and recover. And how do you do that? Well, you're with them, you miss your flight, and you get mad, but then you calm down. You're with them and somebody insults you, you get mad, and then you calm down. Showing him through how you react to daily things will show him that even if he pulls away, it might hurt you, but it's not going to make you completely goofy. It's not going to make you needy and creepy. You're able to get over him. You're able to go to therapy. You're able to go talk to your friends, and they could talk and they could hype you up so that you don't need their validation. They gotta see with their eyes you being able to recover from BS, being able to recover from people pulling away from you. Next one, don't chase when he pulls away. Very important. Women who get it, who this is why men get obsessed with women who use silence, because they don't chase when they pull away. Your stillness makes him feel the loss and pushes him to pursue you again. He'll say, "Oh fuck, the strategy didn't work. The strategies didn't work." A lot of times people just pull away just to see a reaction out of you. And if they don't get a reaction out of you, they won't try you once again. And last but not least, let him fill the silence with his imagination. Let his imagination do the dirty work for you. The less you reveal, the more space he has to project desire onto you. So that's why in the beginning, you gotta have this is what I tell people. When you meet people, see them once a week at first. At least the first week or second week, once a week. Don't go more, or once or twice a week, but don't go more than that. You want some space to pass, because what he's gonna think is that you might meet somebody else in that moment of in those 5 or 6 days where he doesn't see you. You want him to think that. You want him to feel that, because then his imagination, which is always insecure, is gonna start to hype you up in his mind and start to create a larger than life image of you in his mind. The less you reveal about how you feel, the less you reveal about yourself in the beginning, the more power your presence has in the more power your absence has on him. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth, right? You want him to think about you in your absence. You want him to suffer in your absence. use silence. Use silence, at least in the beginning more. Take longer to respond in the beginning, but make sure to respond enthusiastically. But when you do respond, make sure that there's some space in between responses. You gotta play the game at first. I'm sorry, like there's no other way around it. You have to play the game, and if you don't choose to play the game, you're choosing to get played. All right. All right. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this, man. If you guys want to work with me one on one, go to mindfulattraction.org. Now, if you guys want to learn more about this, I have courses. Again, we're doing it today. We're releasing the pre-order for my new course. It's a course for women who are single and in situationships. Okay. So if you guys want to pre-order it at a discounted price, I'll let you guys know in the next video, in tomorrow's video. Anyways, take care, man, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Now, if you guys want to learn how to apply more of these strategies, I recommend you check out my new course, The Feminine Woman. It's a course that I created to teach women how to embrace their feminine energy and masculine energy. The problem is that if you're unable to use silence, it's because you just haven't embraced your masculine energy, right? This is a type of, in order to apply the strategies in my video, you gotta learn how to develop the masculine side and the feminine side. The issue is that too many of you guys are too masculine, like Terminators, or too feminine. And so you either go too far with my strategies and push them away, or you have too much of a soft touch and they don't respect you. And that's why I created this course. And this course, it's a 5-week course where we take you from the first week, where I teach you guys how to establish the masculine foundation. It's important to establish a masculine foundation, how to have that strength without taking too much of your feminine energy, right? You'll develop the qualities that men have that makes women who have masculine energy so much more attractive than women who have too much feminine energy. This course will teach you guys how to apply the strategies in these types of videos at a much faster and easier rate. I also teach you guys how to embrace your feminine energy. And the feminine energy, a lot of the times, is learning how to heal, is learning how to be more soft, is learning how to show weakness, so that then when you do show your masculine energy, it comes balanced, right? The problem is that when you're too much in one side and not the other, you got to develop that balance. The next part is I teach you guys how to embrace your femininity in the workplace without coming across as weak, right? I teach you guys how to deal with friendships, men and women, right? Without losing respect, without getting played, without getting deceived. I teach you guys the game of friendships and the dynamics and the manipulations that a lot of the times comes in friendships. Because a lot of the times, women who watch these videos, some of you guys either struggle with keeping friends, struggle in the workplace. And so this course is more so like a self-help course for women in general. It'll make applying my videos so much more easier. It's a supplemental course that makes everything easier. I teach you guys how to embrace your aggressive energy. I teach you guys how to set and achieve your goals. As you guys can see, I was able to pretty much achieve everything that I've ever wanted. I teach you guys how I did that in my course, right? So go check it out on the description down below, and then you'll be able to get access to it. If you guys don't like it, just ask for your money back. I'll give it to you. Father Alex is not going to scam you, right? And I'll see you guys inside. Take care.